Election Day in Barbados today. This is your Barbados Today morning news update, Thursday, May 24th, the day Barbadians vote for a new government. We begin our team coverage right here in our studios at Manor Lodge. Good morning, I'm Julius Giddens. A quiet but intense start to the day, some scattered showers this morning. Voters from an estimated 255,833 roll are at this hour lining up at polling stations across the island to cast their ballots in an historic election. A record 9 political parties and 10 independents are in the race to Bay Street, which is largely a fight to the finish between the incumbent Democratic Labour Party, led by Frundell Stewart, and the Mia Motley-led Barbados Labour Party. Our news teams are positioned across this nation this day to tell you how it's all unfolding this morning. And we start up in the north, where Anmar Goodrich Boyce is on the beat.
Even before the scheduled 6 a.m. opening of the polls, Barbadians in the north of the island have been making their way to voting centres. As we speak, there are long lines at the Alexandra School, Queen Street, St. Peter. It signals that patrons are exercising their democratic right. I can tell you this. There has not yet been an estimated number of votes cast so far, but judging from the long lines, there could be a high voter turnout. So far, so good. Reports from EBC officials suggest that we have seen smooth sailing. In this constituency of St. Peter, it's a battle of 2 new kids on the block and 1 second-timer. We have the LP candidate Colin Jordan, the LPs Dave Cumberbatch, and Apostle Leroy Canterbury of the Barbados Integrity Movement. This is predominantly a Barbados Labour Party stronghold held by former Prime Minister Owen Arthur, who climbed to a whopping victory over his cousin Hazley Benn in 2013. However, with no Benn or Arthur on the ballot paper, we have to wait and see. Back to you in the studio. Anmar Goodrich Boyce, Barbados Today.
And from the north, we head to the south and to Christchurch. Colville Mounsey tells us what's happening there.
Good morning, Julius. There are long lines at Titan Griffith School with voters gathering from as early as 5:30 a.m. There was a slight hiccup in this Christchurch Central polling station as lines were moving slowly at the 6 a.m. start. Voters waited patiently in this queue, which was mainly comprised of middle-aged and young persons. However, momentum picked up 15 minutes into voting, but this did not shorten the lines as more and more persons continued to arrive. This is a 4-man race between incumbent Ronald Jones of the ruling Democratic Labour Party, Ryan Strong of the Barbados Labour Party, Scott Weatherhead of Solutions Barbados, and Ogigi Dottin of the United Progressive Party. This is Colville Munzi reporting for Barbados Today.
And from the south, let's travel east and to St. Philip. On top of the happenings there is Fernella Wedderburn.
Good morning, Julius. In the east, in St. Philip this morning, when I got to Princess Margaret Secondary School, about 10 to 6, long lines could be seen. I estimated around 250 persons just around the 6 o'clock hour. And I also spoke with returning officer Pauline Morgan. She told Barbados Today that they began on time and they are very busy. She also revealed that there are 5 boxes at that school. I spoke to one of the voters as she left the area. She said that she was there from 5:30 a.m. and the wait for her wasn't too bad given the length of the lines. 10 minutes later, about 6:15, I went over to the Renal Weeks Primary School where I currently am, and it was basically the same. One voter told Barbados Today this was the first time that he had seen so many people in the line around the 6 o'clock hour waiting to vote, while another said the process was simply too sluggish. Right now, people are still coming in. Some are attired in their work uniforms, others casual, some are accompanied even by their children. But all in all, right now I can say so far all looks quiet. Persons are patiently waiting to exercise their franchise. Reporting from the Ronald Weeks Primary School, I'm Fernella Wedderburn.
Racing now westwards to the outskirts of the capital and to St. Michael Central, a battleground constituency where we find David Harris.
A steady stream of voters had already formed outside of the Combermere School Hall. Then returning officer Carla Murray officially declared the poll open on the dot at 6 o'clock. Some voters came in their work uniform. Especially able people were wheeled in. One mother was seen wheeling in a baby in the pram who obviously was not eligible to vote. A late early morning shower did not dampen their spirits as they chatted merrily among themselves and made their way into the polling station, assisted by a courteous police officer who guided them to the respective lines where they should exercise their franchise if they were not aware of where to go. This is David Harris reporting for Barbados Today from the Common Mayor's School in Waterford.
Also in the capital this morning is our Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Thank you very much. I'm here at the Church of God in Jackson, St. Michael. There are long lines outside of the church, sneaking onto the road, and I estimate there have to be more than 60, probably close to 70 people here outside of the church waiting to vote. And the same story is at the Eunice Gibson Polyclinic there in Warrens. From 6 o'clock this morning, there were about 30 people already there, and that had built about 50 by 625. So it's a scene where there seems to be a heavy turnout of voters. And we also saw people coming in vehicles. They came on foot. We also saw an elderly lady with the help of a walking stick. So that's the story here so far. 2 polling stations I've so far visited. That's the one at Eunice Gibson in Warrens, and also the Church of God in Jackson here in St. Michael Northeast. Emmanuel Joseph, turning you back to the studio.
And this update now from the nation's heartland. In St. George is Katrina King.
Hi, Julius. From as early as 5:30 this morning, dozens of Barbadians have queued at the polling stations in St. George North to elect their next representative. Outside Glebe Polyclinic in Cleveland, St. George, more than 50 persons were gathered at the polling station for its prompt 6 a.m. start. There has been quite a large turnout this morning of mature adults who have come to the polling stations before going to work. Some have stopped by while on their way to the gym, and quite a number of parents have accompanied their children who will be exercising their franchise for the first time. According to reports from security at the polling stations, it has been a smooth process thus far. One voter told Barbados Today that it has been quite steady but slow. This was also evident at Valerie Resort Center and also at the St. George Primary School, where voters are steadily arriving and filing in queue to exercise their right to franchise.
And out west now, and to the parish of St. James on the west coast, Marlon Madden reports.
Scores of anxious residents in the St. James South constituency started to gather as early as 5 o'clock this morning at the West Terrace Primary School, one of the 4 polling stations in the constituency, in order to mark that crucial X as they seek to choose their next representative for the area. When the polling station opened at 6 a.m., the long line of electorates started to cast their votes. Men and women over the legal voting age turned up at the polling station, where there are 3 boxes to vote. There was one woman in a wheelchair who was assisted by family members. Others came with walking aid, and they too sought to mark that important X. While it was generally a smooth process, some residents turned up unaware of which of the 3 boxes they were casting their votes. The residing officer, Charles Phillips, did not arrive until about 6:20 a.m. at this polling station. He could not immediately say how many people were registered to vote at the polling stations within the constituency. However, Paul Gibson, the Solutions Barbados representative for St. Michael South, who casted his vote just after 6 o'clock in the St. James South constituency where he's registered to vote, said the process for him was seamless. A stone's throw away at the Western Light, the Church of the Nazarene, dozens of residents also filed in to cast their votes. Also at the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, the process was also a smooth one. In the St. James South constituency, Donville Innes of the Democratic Labour Party is up against Sandra Husbands of the Barbados Labour Party, Crystal Austin of the United Progressive Party,
Jacqueline Arlene Worrell of Solutions Barbados, and independent candidate Nicole Howell. Marlon Madden reporting for Barbados Today.
And that's the picture of what's happening this election day. From reports across the nation, it seems to be smooth voting. We'll update you all day on www.barbadostoday.bb and our Facebook page, facebook.com/Barbados Today. So stay locked on to all our platforms and join us for a lunchtime update. And of course, be sure to join us for the big night, beginning at 7 o'clock as the votes are counted. From Barbados Today, I'm Julius Giddens. Good morning.